Hello everyone, this is Shan Heather, and in this video we are going to do a benchmarking test comparison between the iPhone 17 Pro Max, Poco F8 Ultra, Vivo X300 Pro and the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, the flagship smartphones from all of their respective brands. So we are going to see that which device is going to be better in terms of hardware specs, daily usage and the benchmarking test score numbers. But before we start, if you are new to this channel, then do not forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get the notification for future uploads. So these are the benchmarking applications we got today here on our devices. We have already performed all of them to save your time, and we will just have a quick look on the test score result. So first of all, let's start with AnTuTu Benchmark. So the iPhone 17 Pro Max scored 2.557953 million points. Poco F8 Ultra scored 3.898875 million points. The Vivo X300 Pro scored 3.573475 million points, and the Google Pixel Pro XL scored 1.512599 million points. So the Poco F8 Ultra is at the first position. After that, Vivo X300 Pro, iPhone 17 Pro Max is at the third position, and the Pixel 10 Pro XL is at fourth position. If we go to the individual test score result, here you can compare the result of CPU, GPU, memory and UX. And as you can see, in CPU, memory and UX, the winner is Poco F8 Ultra. In GPU, the winner is Vivo X300 Pro. Between the iPhone 17 Pro Max and Pixel 10 Pro XL, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is scoring more points in GPU and UX, and in CPU and memory, performance of Pixel 9 Pro XL is a bit better compared to iPhone 17 Pro Max. But our concern is the overall score, and in that, the winner is iPhone 17 Pro Max if we compare it with the Pixel 10 Pro XL. So Poco F8 Ultra at the first position, Vivo X300 Pro at the second position, iPhone 17 Pro Max at the third position, and the Pixel 10 Pro XL at the fourth position. So let's go back from here and let's have a look on the next test, and that's going to be the Geekbench 6. So the CPU test of Geekbench 6 is divided in single core and multi-core. So the iPhone 17 Pro Max scored 3,858 in single core, 10,104 in multi-core. Poco F8 Ultra scored 3,654 in single core, 11,241 in multi-core. The Vivo X300 Pro scored 3,284 in single core and 10,092 in multi-core, while Pixel 10 Pro XL scored 2,311 in single core and 6,254 in multi-core. So as you can see, the Vivo X300 Pro is at the third position and Pixel 9 Pro XL is at the fourth position. Now if we compare the iPhone 17 Pro Max and Poco F8 Ultra, then in single core the winner is iPhone 17 Pro Max, and in multi-core the winner is Poco F8 Ultra. So now if we go to the GPU test, so iPhone 17 Pro Max scored 45,883, Poco F8 Ultra scored 23,796, Vivo X300 Pro scored 20,982, and Pixel 10 Pro XL scored 3,176. So first position, second position, third position, fourth position. Now if we talk about the overall scores of the Geekbench 6, then we can consider the iPhone 17 Pro Max as the winner, because out of 3 tests, in 2 of them, the GPU test and the single core of CPU, the winner is iPhone 17 Pro Max. After that, Poco F8 Ultra at the second position and Vivo X300 Pro at third and Pixel 10 Pro XL at fourth. So in Geekbench 6, the winner is iPhone 17 Pro Max. Now if we go to the 3D Mark, so this test is divided in multiple parts as well. So first of all, if we go to the Still Nomad Lite, in this, iPhone 17 Pro Max scored 2,722 with 20.2 average FPS. The Poco F8 Ultra scored 2,860 with 21.19 average FPS. The Vivo X300 Pro scored 3187 with 23.61 average FPS, and the Pixel 10 Pro XL scored 1042 with 7.72 average FPS. So in Still Nomad Lite, the winner is Vivo X300 Pro. After that, Poco F8 Ultra, iPhone 17 Pro Max is at the third position, and Pixel 10 Pro XL is at the fourth position. Now if you go back from here to the next one, to Wildlife Extreme, and this iPhone 17 Pro Max scored 5430 with 32.5 average FPS. Poco F8 Ultra scored 7255 with 43.45 average FPS. The Vivo X300 Pro scored 7604 with 45.53 average FPS, and Pixel 10 Pro XL scored 3441 with 20.61 average FPS. So once again, the same pattern. Vivo X300 Pro is at the first position, Poco F8 Ultra at second, iPhone 17 Pro Max at the third position, and Pixel 10 Pro XL is at the fourth position. And now if you go back to the next one, that's going to be the Wildlife. So as you can see, all of these four smartphones, they are powerful enough to totally maxed out on Wildlife, but we can still have a look on the FPS generation, and then you can get the idea from there that how much FPS each device was generating, and then we can compare their performance. The frame rate range was 60 to 61 for iPhone 17 Pro Max. For the Poco F8 Ultra, it was from 90 FPS to 121 FPS. For Vivo X300 Pro, it was 100 FPS to 139 FPS. And for Pixel 10 Pro XL, it was 55 FPS to 99 FPS. So Vivo X300 Pro is again the winner. After that, Poco F8 Ultra, and then Pixel 10 Pro XL, and then iPhone 17 Pro Max. I would like to make it clear here that the iPhone 17 Pro Max is set to 120Hz refresh rate. So the average 60 FPS we are getting is not because of the screen refresh rate set to 60 Hz. So I was expecting it to be just like the last time, to be at the third position, but it seems this time it is at fourth position. But still, if we talk about all of these three tests, Still Nomad Lite, Wildlife Extreme, and the Wildlife test, Vivo X300 Pro is the winner. After that, Poco F8 Ultra, then iPhone 17 Pro Max at the third, and Pixel 10 Pro XL is at fourth. Pixel 10 Pro XL does not support the Solar Bay test right now, but we can still check the score for our remaining three devices. So if we go to the Solar Bay on all of these three smartphones, then you can see that once again the Vivo X300 Pro is at the first position. After that, Poco F8 Ultra, and then the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So it's the exact same pattern. Does not matter which test we are talking about. In 3D Mark, Vivo X300 Pro is the winner, then Poco F8 Ultra, then iPhone 17 Pro Max, and then the Google 10 Pro XL. So in the AnTuTu Benchmark, the winner was Poco F8 Ultra. In Geekbench 6, the winner was iPhone 17 Pro Max. And in 3D Mark, the winner is Vivo X300 Pro. And our Pixel 10 Pro XL is always at the last position. So all of these smartphones are pretty powerful, and this is the reason that not any single smartphone is winning all of the tests. In some of them, Vivo X300 Pro is better. In some of them, it's the Poco F8 Ultra, and sometimes it's the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So all of them are pretty powerful smartphones. Even the Google 10 Pro XL, even though it is coming at the last position because the software optimization is based on the Google 10 Pro XL, and in daily usage, you won't feel much difference. So that's all for now, friends. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it useful, then give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe the channel, and I will see you guys next time in another video. Have a nice day.